Hello everyone, this is an unscheduled live, right? I've just received my um, DF64 Flatburr grinder. This is actually the grinder that everybody is looking for. Right, so this will be a very fast unboxing, right? So I know probably this is not a very ideal time to do a live YouTube video, but I will try to do it, right? Again, this is CY. Right, welcome back to my channel. Right, if you're first time joining me, right, my channel is all about having fun making coffee. And today I've just received my DF64 right single dose coffee grinder. Right, basically it's a flat burr grinder, and this entire grinder is made in China. Right, the net weight is about 6.8 kg. Right, it runs on a power of 250 watts, and capacity of the grinder is about 30 grams, right? It comes with a blowing hopper which can take about 50 grams of coffee beans, right? So let me try to open this now, right? As I seldom do a live video, so I can see that most of my viewers are actually not around at this time, so I'll just go ahead and open this. Right, so when you open this, you'll first get a instruction. Right, this is an instruction. Right, please read this manual and keep it properly before using the product. Right, so the model is actually DF64, right, and it has all the description here. Some safety precautions, right, some of the accessories that comes with it. Right, it's a stepless grinder, right, and it's actually very easy to adjust. Right, so this is actually a simple instruction. Right, so let's leave it aside. It has a box. Okay, let's see what this box is. Oh, okay. Oh, this is actually a magnetic dosing. Is it a dosing? I think it's a dosing funnel, right? Oh, it's pretty neat, right? So it's it's quite beautiful, right? You can see that there's magnets underneath, right? So if you see this, there's actually magnets underneath here, right? So it's quite well and quite beautiful, right? So this is part of the accessories that comes with it. Okay, so now let me open up more things. Okay. Okay, I probably have to unturn this thing here. Okay. Oh, it's pretty heavy. Right, so let me slowly open this. Right, there's a dosing cup here. Right, it's actually made of plastic, clear plastic here. Oh. Okay, so this is how the grinder looks like. Oh, it's pretty heavy, right? So let me unwrap this. Okay, you can see here, this is actually the black color model. Oh, okay. Wow, I can feel that it's actually very heavy and it's actually very sturdy. Right, it comes with, right, you can actually choose to Okay, the original one comes with a cover already, right? So you don't need the bellow, right? Right, the bellow is simply a rubber, right? Something like this, a rubber, right? Whereby you can attach on it and you can actually, right, uh, push out all the coffee grind as a single doser. So this one acts as something like a funnel, I mean a hopper, whereby you can actually put a bit more beans. Right, so okay, let me open this as well. Okay, this is, I think this is the something like a rubber stuff. Okay, let me open this first. Right, that's actually the dosing cup, whereby you can actually clip here. And okay, if you are purchasing this from Singapore, right, it comes with the UK 3-pin plug, right, and this is actually runs on the 220 volts, right, so it's already pre-assembled. Right, so you can use this. This is actually pretty heavy. I think it's actually made of aluminum, right? So you can actually use this to cover, right? And you can actually push out the coffee ground from here, right? And there's this thing, the dosing ring, right? I think what it does is, oh, okay. You can see that it's magnetic, right? It's pretty neat, right? So I can probably use this on my specialty tie as well. So it's actually magnetic. Yeah, and it won't drop, right? So it's pretty neat, right? So they actually give you this. So now, right, you can actually dose directly here, right? The grip here is actually pretty nice and sturdy, right? Let me see whether it can fit. Okay, so the dosing ring is a bit too big for the holder, right? So if I try to push it in, right, it does still fit, right? But it's a bit tight, right? So and the power button is actually at the bottom. Okay, so let me try to connect to the power and see how it works. Just give me a second. Okay, so let me open the bellow. Right, switch on. Wow, it's actually very, very quiet. Oh my god. Okay, let me try to adjust the down. Right, this way is finer, this way is coarser. Okay, it's pretty easy. I mean, okay, if I can actually adjust with one hand, but I think it may be easier if you use two hands to adjust. Okay, let's try to throw some beans inside and test, right? Okay. Okay, let's use the dosing cup. Okay, so now because, oh, you can see some popcorning, right? So what you can do is you can install this, cover this up. Wow, pretty neat, I think. Right, the motor itself is very quiet. Right, but when the beans goes inside, of course, you can hear the grinding sound, right? Right, so the motor itself is actually very quiet. Okay, let's see the consistency of the grind. Wow, it's very consistent. The grind size is actually very consistent on this. Right, you can see the grind size here. Wow, it's, wow, the quality of the grind is amazing. Right, so it's really, quite good, right? So I will not be going into details on how I actually dial in the coffee beans, right? This short video is just about unboxing the RD64 grinder, right? And do a simple grinding of the coffee beans and roughly how it looks like. From what I can see, that this is a very capable. It seems to be very capable. It's built in a very sturdy way, right? You can see behind there's actually my Eureka Minion Specialita, right? It is almost the same height, right? Without the bellow, right? If I remove the bellow, right, it is slightly shorter, but of course the Specialita comes with a hopper, right? If I remove the hopper, the RD24 will be slightly taller, right? And with the bellow, you can really remove all the all the coffee ground that's trapped inside the grinder, right? So let me try to grind it again, and you can hear the sound, right? Okay, let me throw in some coffee beans. Okay, I want to do a retention test to see whether it's actually as good as it claims. Right, so let me get my weighing scale. It's underneath the paper. Yeah, I'm getting my boy to get the weighing scale for me, right? Because I did a pour over just now. Okay, so now this is my weighing scale. Okay, okay, let me. Okay. Let me do 10 grams. Okay, that's about 10.1, right? 10.1 gram. So now I'm going to pour it inside the bellow, right? And I'm going to grind it to see whether it's actually almost zero retention. So now this is the sound of the motor with the coffee beans. Okay, maybe I should remove this. Okay, so that's the best I can do. So let's try to measure it. Okay, I think it's because I didn't purge out all the coffee ground that's inside. Now it's measuring about 10.9 grams. So okay, I'm gonna do again, right? This time I'm gonna purge out all the coffee ground first before I actually put the new coffee bean inside, right? Okay, so let me purge out. So wow. Okay. So this is how much is being purged out just now. Right, it's quite a lot actually. Okay, so let's do it again. Okay. I think I don't want to waste coffee bean, so let me do 5 gram. Okay, that's 5.1 gram. Okay, so I think with the cover it's easier to press. Okay, I think most of the beans are out already. So let me measure again. It's about 5.5 grams. So just now I used about 5.1. So I'm getting about 5.5. That means there's still a bit of retention there. Right, so from the first use, the retention is about 0.4 grams. I will give you more feedback when I use when I use this grinder more often, and I'll let you know about the ability to retain as less coffee ground as possible on this DF64 grinder, right? So okay, thank you for joining me today, right? So this will be a very short live video. And once again, this is CY, right? If you're first time joining my channel is all about having fun making coffee, and this is the latest coffee equipment that I've obtained, right? And we are also the distributor for Singapore market. So if you are looking for one, right, do drop me a mail, right, to see whether there's actually stock for you, right? The stock runs out really fast. Okay, so thank you for joining me, right? Do remember to subscribe to my channel, right? Like my videos and share it to your friends who are also fellow coffee lovers. And thank you for watching, and see you very soon. Alright, so let me give you a closer look. So this is how it looks like. Right, and that is actually the matte black color. Right, I think the coffee ground is really very good. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you very soon again.